Welcome to Tavetta Talks. I am Tavetta, and I am talking about normalizing no as a complete sentence. Joining me for this conversation is the multi-talented Altovise Ferguson. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. And you?
I am doing well. Thank you so much for making yourself available because I had this book cover reveal idea, and you said yes to being a part of that team. And when you said yes, I was really, really happy because when I look at your life, you have personified what it means to do the work and learn how to say no so that you can say yes to the life of your dreams. And so I want to start right there. What have you said no to so that you can say yes to the life of your biggest, boldest dreams?
I've said no to people pleasing and acceptance, which was rooted in rejection for me as a child. I always desired acceptance. I would say yes when I desired to say no. I never wanted anybody to be mad at me. I wanted everybody to like me and be comfortable with me. So what that caused me to do was dim me the light that I had, and I didn't used to let it shine as brightly. And what would happen is when I would enter a room, my light would shine, but I'm always trying to, stay back because I want everybody to like me. And a lot of times when you are gifted and you have different talents and you're walking in your purpose or you're confident, you're talked about or you're not liked or you're misjudged. And so from that, I became a people pleaser. So in this season of my life and during the pandemic, I made a decision and a vow to God and myself that I would say no for my future, because I said yes a lot of times and I didn't meet deadlines or opportunities that presented themselves for me in the past in different seasons of my life where I could have been. I was too busy saying yes to other people and things that I should have been saying no to. So now fast forward to this new season in my life. God has let it come full circle again. And I've done the work, as you said, and it's been rough, even recently, to say no, because it's like, well, I'm to be sure a diva. No, I'm not a diva. And I hate that women, especially in the arts, get that name because they desire certain things. And it's because of my work and the value I place on me. And you really, you started that with me. Anita Hawkins did with me. And I wasn't getting it. And I got it now. It's not about anything else but how I see Altovise. And is she worthy of putting her time or her talent here? Is what is this doing? How is it benefiting her? And you made me see all the things that God has blessed me with and the things that I've done. When you would really put my resume in front of me and you like, do you see what you've done? And I'd be like, that ain't nothing. But that came from a place of rejection and hurt and different things like that. So recently I said no to something. And the same day God said yes to something. And a major door was opened because I stood and said no. So with me saying no to this particular thing, and the yes opened the door for me to become a SAG-AFTRA actress. I never thought that at 45, with choosing my family over my career, I still did, entrepreneurship as far as my musical theater. I make money and different things like that as a business with my music. But what I mean is me pursuing, fully stepping out where I would have had to leave my family. I didn't really want to do that. I wanted to be hands-on with my children and be a part of their life. And God has not forgotten about me. And so I get to audition just like my son does. I get to live my dream. And even though raising them, I did, but raising them, I was doing the West Side Theater Guild with the great Mark Spencer. My gift, what I gleaned and learned from him is focus. And he allowed my gift to make room for me. But I grew in discipline and how to maneuver in this next phase of where I'm going. And last year, the ministry I'm a part of, All Nations Worship Chicago, I took a leadership school. for 1 year. I committed myself to leader school. And in that leader school, he would do these modules that was 7 to 8 minutes a day, and then you do the work. But what it dealt with was your pain places. You had to deal with you, because a lot of times leaders, they lead while bleeding, they lead in everybody else, but they haven't dealt with their pain. And so I had already started the work because I went to therapy, had begun to go to therapy previously. So this was like a continuation of therapy. So I had to, like the first module was, where's your place of pain? And I watched so many people. It started out with like thousands, and then it dwindled down. Thousands did graduate from the leader school, but it dwindled down because people didn't want to deal with their pain. What is the story of your pain? And with us dealing with that and going to the next phases, the next different things that we needed to do, it helped us push past the pain to become effective leaders. So we can lead without bleeding. We can say yes to what we're supposed to say yes to. We can say no. But one thing that really sticks out is rooms. What do you do when you're in the room? And he said, become like a fly on the wall. And I was like, wow. I had opportunities in the past where I dimmy myself down. Like I met Boys to Men right after cancer. And I sang on stage with them. And they were like, well, where's your music? And I had recorded the demo. But because I let people talk about this demo, and I wrote all those songs on my walker while battling cancer. They were anointed, and that's my voice. And I was trying to be like somebody else and people pleasing, that I had missed a moment. But now moments are back, and I won't miss them again, because I'm going to say yes to what I'm to say yes to and no to what I'm to say no to.
I want to know, because you do have so many talents. And with being multi-talented, people will ask you to go in many different directions. I want you to share how you stay focused to remain in alignment with your God-given assignments.
Well, number one, God, prayer, my family, Mrs. Tavetta Patterson. She helps keep me in line, okay? She is the assistant armor bearer, confidant extraordinaire, tell me the truth in your face. And she deals with all of me, all that come with me. And she prays for me and has my heart. I have a great support system that helps keep Altovise together. And me in this new phase of my life, I'm seeing clearer. I'm taking the time to process properly, not making drastic changes and decisions unless God is saying move or do this. And there's safety in the multitude of counsel. So I share more. I just don't try to do it on my own and try to figure it all out. I share with who I'm to share with, and I ask for advice. I ask for wisdom, because wisdom is the thing that we need daily to make decisions. So I seek out wisdom from God and from the people God has placed around me.
To someone who may be in the thick of it as it relates to trying to be a people pleaser, what would you say to encourage them to embrace the power of their own no?
I would tell them to first seek God for who they are. Find out who they are, who God has made them, their unique differences, their unique gifts, who they are. You got to find you. Once you find you, the sky is the limit, and you're seeking God. So I would definitely say find you and fall in love with you. And then to love others as you love yourself. And so if I see that this people pleasing thing is hurting me or hindering me, I have to love me enough to say no. And so that's what will stop the hindrances, finding yourself and falling in love with yourself, not an arrogance, but falling in love with yourself and being confident, valuing yourself and knowing your worth.
Well, Altovise Ferguson, I say thank you. Thank you for your time and for sharing your wisdom and for doing the work to get to a place in life where you're sure and confident enough to say no to the life that you did not want, so that you can say yes to the life of your biggest, boldest dreams.
Yes.
Continue success and progress in every area of your life.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you too. See you soon.